come here all the time to take a video for 2 minutes. When I was working in New Jersey. Alright? I was traveling here from here to New Jersey. And I work sometimes 6-hour shift, sometimes 8-hour shift. But the distance is hours and hours. Alright? But in Amazon it's 12 hours. And UPS was 4 hours. TFL was a 6-hour shift, sometimes 8-hour shift. Alright? But I travel from New York to different states, which is New Jersey, 2 different states. I'm not. When you video from the camera, when you all your feet, when your whole entire they say, huh? To make a video of somebody, but the whole entire body to come out. Of course, yes. From the phone, they know that. I don't have to do that to woman. I don't have to. When I say I don't have to do that, I have to do that to everybody. I say, I made a mistake of compensation. Because I did not do this for nothing. The lesbian president they're talking about. They say that they kicked the lesbian from the United States. I never work in a White House. I never work in a legislative. I never work in the executive branch. I never work in the judicial branch. None of this. I am not a mayor, I'm not a governor. I am not a vice president, and I am not a president of my family. From England and from US and anywhere in the world. They're talking about. Alright? They're talking about. I'm walking here so I can see. You can see my feet. They're talking about that I give them the authorization to Obama and Michelle to have the homosexuality. Maramba was born before that, and before Michelle Obama became the president, Maramba have a child. That comes to the English. Alright? Even though I'm older than her. So why she stand and they come to do that? Fatima Balaga have the child already, even I'm older than them. And their father is a mayor. So when they were sitting and watch them, they're a lesbian and see me. They don't make sense. Alright? My father is a Dugutigi man, then Dugutigi. I come from the kingdom family member. I am not a Muslim. When I tell them last time to stop, they say they're joking, don't joke with me. I tell them, do not joke with me. People don't know how to alright? When I say, alright? It's not a joke. She be saying that the 2023 when I make a video and I take it to the court. Alright? Before I went to the first jail in New York. Before I ever went to the jail, period. In Africa, I never went to the jail. And I am not in liberty provision. Alright? In anywhere in the US, they will go show Rokiatou and go tell people that I'm a liberty provision. And before that, just now, before that, Rokiatou was not in the jail. They be telling people I'm in liberty provision. I tell them they're in liberty provision themselves. What type of liberty provision they talking about? Because the life is a temporary for everybody. Everybody will die one day, even if you live 1,000 years. They say they're not talking about that. They're not talking about that. They say I drink alcohol, a cigarette, and they say that I am delinquent, and I always go to the jail and come back and go there. And since I come in the US, I don't call my family member. So when I send my money to my home and my staff, they will try to betray my money. I just come in here, post office, right? I'm a US citizen. I never go to the US. My cousin Fanta Keita and her sister. I have a documentation before them. Then I born in the US. We all come at the same time. We come before her sister. I have documentation before them. But she became a citizen before me because my brother wasn't slowing down my documentation. I became a citizen in 2017. Alright? 2017. After Obama finishes her first mandate. I never vote. This is a US citizenship. I'm not going to people vote with this. I have everything that people used to vote. I have all complete documentation, but I never vote. And when I left Africa, I was 20 okay, like I was born 1981. All right. When I say I'm 19, I'm 20. Hey, she over there. But Aminata was born 1986. Aminata came here and say she's 88. Fatou Koli was born 1981. She's telling people different age. Fatmata Kone was born 1980. She's telling people different age. Fatimata Jawara was born 1982. Okay? Alright? And she from Ivory Coast. She tell people she from Mali. And she went to try to obtain the documentation in France. She's not born in Mali. She's an Ivory Coast born. Fatou Koli is a Guinea-Conakry born, and she said that she from Liberia. She's not from Liberia. Alright? I am from Mali, and I also say I'm from Mauritania. We all are. Alright? My sister Fanta and her sister, they say they're from Africa. They were born in Mali, same aspect just like I do. Fanta also said that when she go to Ivory Coast, they will go circumcise her children. She cannot come back. Ivory Coast, they don't circumcise female because it's a Christian continent. Africa is a continent of a Muslim, but Ivory Coast is a Christian country. It's a continent of Africa. Very mistake. Anybody do not make a clash in this part and go show only that part that I say Africa is a Christian country and go tell people that Ivory Coast is a different part of Africa. I didn't say that. Don't divide my conversation. Keep my old video in the same video. Alright? Nika video go fangaleti. Go fangalempo. Adija Wedrabo. When you see me, I was looking just women better than me. When I come in there, I have a wig on my hair and my hair was longer. But I did not braid it. I braid only 2 big braids. Only 2 big braids in my hair. And I put it in my hair. Then I have a wig, and she have a box braid in her hair. They don't have a hijab. I see they have the fake extension in the hair. And they said they went all about, that's not true. There was a fighting for the money. They braid the hair, they keep their money. When they finish, they take my money also. They're talking about Bilal is a slave and we are the slave. I say I'm a noble. And the same girl talking about Arab is not good. I say, hey. Even her is bad. Her and her Arab is the same. Because the Arab know that I'm not an Arab, I'm not a Bilal descendant, I'm not an Ethiopian, I'm not an Arab, I'm not an Indian, I'm not from you. So Arab know that who I am, they know I'm Keita. Arab people know that I'm Keita, and they know that the Keita start from Africa, and we are light-skinned African, black, and we're not a nigger, and we're not a slave, we're not a descendant of Bilal, we're not a descendant of Yusuf, we're not a descendant of Muhammad, we're not a descendant of any jinn, and we're not a descendant of any slave. And slavery, when we find the Quran, last time when they said that we went to sell, we need to find it. But the kingdom power is mentioned in any religious book that Allah sent. And the messenger also is mentioned. Alright? There's no kingdom power, but we come from the kingdom. Alright? They're fighting from the presidential. When I'm talking about the presidential, they'll be revolting against me. But I have the right to say anything. Except this something against Allah. If anybody say anything to me, and the person know I'm religious and I did not do anything to them, and anything to my ancestor and my everybody and my father, I would do the same thing to them, the ancestors, them and the living, because I only worship Allah. I'm Muslim and I'm noble. When I say Muslim and noble, they have a song. Of my only Tesla, I'm going to get it. Of my mother is the Tesla. Even Mana come from man. Sunny, Kabiri Alaki Boladam. Kubia Shitana Boladam on the contact. Okay? Sabla Alaya Anton Boladam. I'm back with a Muslim, they can get down from me. What did not then a baby Aladica, Abe Alacadine? While Kerecham Munam will look for Aladico. What eh? Barambani Fati Piatu, Fatimo to Gemu Muga Baban Konemu Takatanui. Louis Muso Flajole, Louis and Aminata and Fabakan Guinea. Baban Konebe voyage any Fatimo the Gemu in Maramboye after Guinea Nakam. Okay? now yeah muso wara to yi then in cousin ne ba ko gedu kamani batama and bema about senju dula ka fana kele no ka dugu muso be mena beni fana bi yala ya fam ya abi yala mona kan fala pour ka se ka mo séparer les esclaves sans famille without no family just working alone. I was born in a family in Africa, 14 children. My father have 2 wives, 14 children. And the rest of the people who bring their children, they not die, the family that died. Not a foster child. None of the people that raising. They are all waited and all before my father was married. He's the first wife. All right? They also get some of them. I say it's my father. She be walking around and tell everybody she did this, she did this, she did this, I did this, I did this. My mother married when she was already born. I wasn't born yet. She's older than even my mother first born son. My mother first born child. All right? I say she's a little girl. She's a little girl. She's 7. I don't know whatever I say you have is a 7 girl. I don't know because I'm over 4. All right? Okay. All right. There's no 7 years old girl in my father's home. My father's last born child is a 35 and he's a Muhammad. Muhammad is a noble. I am a Rokiatou, I'm a noble. And Muhammad is a Muslim. And Abdul Wahab is a noble, is a Muslim. My sister Bitu is a noble, is a Muslim. My mother is a noble, is a Muslim. And my father is a noble, is a Muslim. And my brother Umar here, I don't know about him because he changed his number, he's running and all this happened, he never come to me. And tell me why people doing that, let's go to the court together. Even though he's my father, not my father child, my mother, even though he's a Bagayogo, Umar Bagayogo. The whole entire Ivory Coast people, they know him because he always go to Ivory Coast in his father's home. I've never been in Ivory Coast. I'm born in Mali and stayed in Mali. It's my mother's first child. My mother was born in Ivory Coast also, Dabu. Alright? Lasine. So Lasine was born in 1973. Right? Same age with one of my Auntie Mariam. Not a Bemba wife. Not a phantom daughter. What? Mariam Virginia, that's my family member. Mariam in a Bago Jikoroni. Mariam Keita. They're my mom's sister, but they don't have children like my age. Even she married at her age of 14 and start giving birth at the age of 15. Last night is the same age with them, last night is a man. If they are female, they marry at the age of 14 and start giving birth at 15, they don't have a child as my age because I'm older than all of their children. Wait. Okay? And people used to call them, I'm like the youngest sister when my mother bring me in their father. That's what I'm last night. Daughter, that last night pregnant the Haitian girl in the United States. And Fanta will make the whole people revolting. I'm old age. Fanta is only 4 years older than me. And 3 years older than my brother, Umar. Fanta and a Fanta friend never ever follow me again thinking like last night have a boyfriend give me birth. I'm not a bastard child, I was born in marriage. Muslim and I'm not the foster care child. I am not the foster care child. I am not the Lasine foster care child. Lasine did not come to United States in 1993 to give the Haitian pregnant girl a batama say I work here family work and go Workan kamu kok kadi kona ni fana punya kondak kadi pari. Aku mah kadi kona no fana probably because apa de work kamu kok. Because we from Keita. When Kaja to Kamara say we are the same sibling, we say we're siblings from the same last time in 2018. But we're not from the same family. And we didn't even know each other, it was a very first time. But we become together as the same last name we see. They say why we come to, how can we come close to each other in the hair salon and braid in the same hair salon? as a co-worker. And they say that they have to make sure we separate because that's not going to happen. And they revolt everywhere. Okay? Then they try to bring the different employees and cause the problem every day. So I don't want to fight because they're thinking that you'll be fighting for the money for her sister. They start telling her, be careful, your sister Kadi, and this one, she gonna mess you together. But Kadi herself will introduce me to her. Kadi say, you work in Batoma. Since she comes, she never went to Africa. And she heard that I went to Africa before when I was in Illinois and come back, and I'm about to go. She wanna completely move in Africa. She wanna leave the hair salon with her sister. And her sister is a Keita just like me in 2018. When I moved from Illinois, I tell her I close my shop, my own business, and move in here. And I'm going to Africa again. Not now, 2018. And I'm about to go. Now I can travel anywhere, I'm not in liberty provision. Alright? She said before I go, she gonna introduce me in Batom. And when I come back, when I see her, she's like my sister, same last name with me, and they have the rest in Africa. Before Kadi went, when Batoma heard that, Batoma said, be careful, widow. Batoma Kone? I said, Batoma is not a Kone, it's a Kadi never say Batoma is a Kone. Right? Kadi never say that. Kadi Kone herself is a Kadi Kone. Batoma is a Batoma Keita. Asam Bakayoko is a Asam Bakayoko. Asam Bakayoko children is a Jara. Kadi Kone children is a Dumia. Kadi Kone always say their last name. And I am Keita. Right? Nobody will say nobody last name is the last name. The ancestor is the ancestor. Our ancestor is our ancestor. I'm not their slave. I don't know about Batoma, but I am not their slave. And I am not none of these ancestor slave. And the Kone say her sister is a Keita to me. She's a Kone. She have a son in Africa, Karamoko, married. Before I go to Illinois and open the business, Karamoko was not married. But before I come back, Karamoko went to marry. Okay? And Karamoko's wife is in Africa and have a son named her, after her. And Karamoko is a Dumia, her sister is a Sarah Dumia. She have only 2 children, she said. And Batoma is a Keita like me. I say even my father home. When my brother was a Kone, people think when we come in school we Kone, Grandma Kone. But we can't. Birma Kone, whenever my mother could the children. When I first come in school, where she lived, the children that live around there have attended school meeting asking me if I am Keita. Why am Keita? I'm Kone as I'm Keita. You Kone as I'm Keita. My mother was talking like a camera, like a move, and Sangar like a dog, and I call over any Jamaica, Kone, Jamaica, and they're going to Jamaica. But this kid and this kid. Grandma Kone is in my father's sister's son. But my father is the last born baby for her mother. But they have her sister, probably, I don't know what family is that, probably have the same father or probably is it like our Keita and my mom's sister, son, Ibu was in our home, probably like this, you know? I also tell them like that they tell Batoma, before I even Kadikone leave, to be careful with me. I come to separate because I see they have the business trying to betray the money. 2018, I left them. I tell them when I heard that I'm not gonna work in there, I want to find a job in household home care. When I sent 20,000 USD, they tell people that's where I get this money from. I say I'm working. They keep calling people that maybe Batoma think Kadikone money and give to me. And I leave the shop before Kadikone leave. I tell Kadikone, if she left, I will not continue to work for Batoma. I will go find different job. We're not the same family. I don't want no drama. I am not from Ivory Coast, I'm from Mali. Even though she have the same last name. Kadikone also is not a family member for. They say Aljannah is the same. They say people, they sell people, and people don't know each other. That's not true. That's not true. Even Mariam Badou, they're doing it. Last time she did the same thing, and Aminataba, I bring the last name people from Guinea Conakry. She went there, they tell her she's from Guinea, she revolt. They say she's from Mali, she's from Angola, she's from Khaled. They say, she's from Guinea. Okay. Full of people from Guinea. They don't know each other. They don't even speak same language. Same thing. Kadipone sister Batoma is a Keita from Guinea Conakry and Keita from Mali. Kadipone sister and Ase to Keita both from Guinea Conakry went to reside in Ivory Coast. We are Malian people. My mother's side went to reside in Ivory Coast. They're not the same family. Okay? Alright? We don't know each other. But we see we have the same last name. We have the same last name. But we don't live in the same home, and they sleep in the same home, and they work together, and they put our bank account money together, and they use it together. Separate, just like everybody else. Just like Maramba come to sing and collect her own stuff and go, and Bingini come to sing and stuff her own thing to go. We just like this. We all work alone and get our own to go. We don't put the money together and share it. Alright? We are not going to slave. Alright? When Aminata come also, she have to work in her own and save her own money. She did not give to me. I don't have joint bank account with her. We're not the same family member. My brother Umar is my brother, but we never join account. Okay? But we in the same family. My father home is my brother home, my mother home is my brother home, and I also have the home. And my mother give my brother the home next to my home. But my mother name is inside. Because my brother, my step brother from the same mother, Umar, have a different father. My mother firstborn son in Ivory Coast. My mother says she got the camion crash. Okay? They have a car crash camion. Mamli Baya Kunchi. Afa. Wasakone also said that her brother was a twin, but my brother is not Kone, my brother is Bagayogo. From Dabu. Wasa says she from the Buake. And her sister says the twin have a car crash. It's not the same. My brother father is not a twin. And my mother, she's not a mentalist. She knows better. Umu Kamara mother is a mental sick. Farima Keita Siri Kamara wife. I'm not a Kamara Keita. But Kajatu Kamara, messing everybody together. She said, no, they're slave people. They come from Bilal. Every Keita, everyone is a slave. This Farima Keita. It's not my father daughter. It's not my mother daughter. It's not a Ase mother daughter. She raised by my father, just like Ase people come to us. Her mother also is like my father's sister, just like the Brahma Kone mother. Probably the same father, or probably because our father never tell us, but our father said that she's the Lagare, he's the Lagare. Our father said his mother Lagare, his and his brother. Our father died in 2018. Right? Their mother, we never see their mother. Their mother finally came from Africa, Bagare's sister. Their mother come from Ivory Coast. We never know their mother before. We think we have a same father and same mother since we have a same last name until their mother come and their father finally come. Then now we find out that the same family member. Because they say that their mother and their father come. And they move outside in their different home. They're not the orphanage. They did not come from the foster care child. Even Aminata did not come from the foster care child. Aminata is a 40 for a real life. But 37 is the Aminata documentation, or 38. I am 45 for a real life. Like I always say, even in impression and some all my video, I never hide my age. Legally, officially, my age is a 41, and the Mauritanian American, just like everybody else have, like I mentioned earlier. Like if Fatimata Jawara from Ivory Coast have done like a Mali documentation. She not from Mali. Like a Fatima Sissoko from Mali, like I'm from Mali. Okay? Like I'm originally from Mali. Fatima Sissoko was born in Mali. Fatima Jawara was born in Ivory Coast, Siata Bari. Okay? Siata Bari make a nationality of Mali, but she's not from there. Her parents were Mali. I am from Mali. Alright? I am not fighting against anything against her. When I say I'm from Mauritania and I'm from Mali, when I got my stuff, they will go collect my belongings and go give to Mauritania. But I'm still African. Fatou Koli said that she's from Liberia, she's not from Liberia, she's from Guinea Conakry. sister said, my cousin said they're from Ivory Coast, they're not from there, they're from Mali. My mother was born in Ivory Coast. If I want, I can bend the nationality of the Ivory Coast. If I want, I can be I am already Malian. That's where my father and my mother are from. But it's the same Africa. My mother also is a Malian from her parents. Her parents both is a Malian. My cousin, their father is a Malian, their mother is a Malian. But some of their brothers give their children born in Ivory Coast. Kama and her sister, her father and her mother both were born in Mali. But they have Ivory Coast nationality, right? Kama increased her age. Her mother added some age and it decreased her sister's age. Right? My brother grew up in 1983. I was born in 1981 for real life. But 1985 is my documentation. When my brother go take when you taking the money in a bank, they don't ask if it's your oldest brother or if it's your youngest brother. In anywhere in the world. As long as your documentation is right, my brother is my brother, period. When you mention that, you say you write the name and information, they will say, hey, the age she have and the age she have it, the age she have it. When I say my brother, if you go ask her, who is the oldest? You are oldest, she's oldest. She say you are oldest. My money is my money. It doesn't matter how old I have in my documentation. Even even US here that is decreasing. My age been decreasing in Africa to come here and have nationality. I'm not born in here. They cannot take my money away from me. And the BMS in Africa, you're not gonna take my money from me. Eh, pulang in now the. We are gonna put out the Coca-Cola. Canada for Coca-Cola. Come in Alana the neighbor Mogola. She ma put them for Coca-Cola. Let her wear. Some of them Mogola. I beg Coca-Cola. Fire fanfare. Ne buy fanfare. Ne far from my condition. Ne put them in the mammy. Fire fanfare. Ne far from Mogola. Beg Coca-Cola. Abe bora masa belebele de la washite joye abe ho wa abe kantika abe janatike koko ko mo janfa ke foka kabri ala yu do sarani kokla ok man na yara tabda bla foko ko bon ok man na yo kola ni ne ta ka mo tay dro me kere kana nga war iya fo they say that they will not stop it until something happens. Never stop it until something happens. They tell her what she decreases her age, she says she from Montana, she from, but they all do that. If you do that, the whole entire immigration, that I know that people working there, people that I know them, the whole different people that are studying school with them, and the whole different people that the generation of the, we know that they study school with them that work in immigration. Everybody who come and say you from different area and they will go exclusion the female, or you marry for free, we all gonna be deported. And everybody will be happy. And I still will, nobody will deport me. I will take the deport. Only live until the day I will go. Because I'm noble and I come from the kingdom family. I'm free to live in anywhere in the whole entire world where I live, and I'm Muslim. Allah created the world and I have a right to go anywhere. I'm not a liberty prophet. I don't have no limit to go anywhere. They be calling themselves internationally and interplanet traveler. And they be telling people that you have a limit to go here. I don't have no limitation to go anywhere. Right. Only if I don't choose to go. Because I did not join crime in anywhere in United States. I did not kill anywhere. Nobody, if I will ever to come back, because the person is gonna do something to me. In anywhere in the world. And when they see me, they treat me as a criminal. And they checking me and scrolling me and punching me. I never take nobody's life away in the whole entire world. And I did not rape no women sexually, report sexually. When I get married, they're talking about you older than your husband. Okay? And I'm not a transgender, I'm not a man, I'm a female. They will bring they will come and say, if any man come to me and tell me that you want to have a boyfriend, I will report you to them. They will come to me as a marriage. When the marriage starts, before the marriage finish, sometimes they broke. And sometimes the marriage continues. So when the marriage broke before they finish the marriage, they will call me that I'm a prostitute and I have a boyfriend in the past. In person, I never have a boyfriend in the past. The marriage that did not continue, that broke. That will be the, because when they have the beginning of the marriage, African Muslim marriage is the three different parts. They bring the kola nut, and the small one and the biggest one. And after that, you go to the masjid, and after that, they have a celebration, the big celebration. Sometime before all of this finish, when they do some part, before the rest part finish, they will say discontinue. No husband discontinue because I was worse behavior. Because there was a distance. And I'm in the US. And I'll be waiting for 1 year, for 2 years, for 3 years, then I will tell them, find somebody over there close to you, and I find somebody close to me.
Thank you, my friend.
Then I will find somebody close to me, where I live. From Mali, the same Mali. But they're living here just like I do. Karim is from Mali, I'm from Mali. He from Bamako, I'm from Bamako. Karim is a Sumano, I'm Keita. I never married before Karim. I never have no engaged marriage. When he first came, talking about his mother tell him to find a woman where he is. Because now the visa costs a lot to send the women, because the people, the visa is 120. When I got my visa, my mother sent me. People talking about 5 million, 6 million, 10,000, 15,000 USD and 20,000. The hair flight is a 1,200. Around trip for one person. They're talking about is a 10,000. That's not true. Okay? It's not true. They're probably doing the business. I'm not a child. I'm over 4. When I heard that, when I came first time, I was older. I was 19 only, almost. I was 20, like something like this. I was born 1981, 20. All right. When I first came, Karim is older than me. Karim is same age with my uncle, probably born 1976. When I was 5, my uncle was 11. I was 5. My uncle can't back it. Karim is same age with her, with him. Kama husband, Kama ex-husband. Sheikh Keita is the same age with Karim and my uncle Kanda Keita. Same age. And Kama is 3 months older than me. Kama is 46. Was born 1980. Alright? For real life. Each year is 12 months. Alright? Okay. Kama was born in September or October, something like this, in 1980. All right, just 3 months before the year ends. And when the year start, I was born 3 months. Kama is 6 months older than me. Yeah. Her ex-husband Sheikh Keita, and my fiancé Karim was the same age, and my uncle Kanda Keita. My niece Mariam, I was born 2 weeks before her, and her husband supposed to be my uncle Kanda Keita, was same age. They're talking about Karim is a little boy, and the girl that see Karim is a generation for my children generation. 1976 is over 50. All right. Yeah, 51. They're 51, something like this. All right? I'm 45 for real life. I don't know what they're talking about. I left Karim a good long time ago. I find somebody different, that the Karim is older than them. All right? And they say that the Tabatiada, it comes to Abil Habib. That's why I say I'm African Muslim. I am not an Arab. And I'm not a descendant of Messenger Muhammad. They say if I want to be the Muslim, I said I don't want to be one Muslim. So I have to be the husband of the Abil Habib. That was a halakhi. In 2018, I say, why you say that? They say because they're from the descendant of Messenger Muhammad, and Abil Habib is a Muhammad family member. So why can the African was born in a Muslim and have a heaven and don't be Abil Habib and Ummu Jamira? I am not the Ummu Jamira, I'm not the Abil. When they see me, some people who have a disabled condition, not a halak, who have a probably accident or somebody gun shoot them or somebody take care of somebody, a policeman say that someone shoot them in 2008 in Brooklyn. Nothing was wrong with him. and another man was a shoot and paralyzed. All right? They're not halal. People like that, I'm not talking about them. The Abila Habib that talking about it. I am African, I don't have nothing to do with them. I always pray Allah to forgive everybody just like you. Everybody deserves it. Besides that, if anybody thinks that we're supposed to be Abila Habib, right? They're the one who's supposed to be Abila Habib's wife just like me. Because they're women just like we do. They're not the transgender. Sanata Sama can deserve herself and her mother. We don't have nothing to do with them. Sanata Sama is not my family member. We don't know. I never slept with them. I don't even know them. So if another woman say that they want to choose another woman wife, she's a woman man. Another woman say they want to choose another woman husband. They're women just like me. So they're supposed to, they can marry themselves. There's no age in marriage. When Khadija married, Muhammad was a 25, she was a 45, was a 15 years apart. They're talking about her getting married with a man who was that time only 1 year apart. And my ex-husband Muhammad Sissoko was a 44 and I was a 45. I said, how about Khadija wasn't married with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a 25 and she was a 40. She was a 40 and Muhammad was a 25. Khadija was a 15 years older than me. And how old is Mariam? They say my father also is older than my mom. I say it's normal. Any husband is the majority is older than their father. How old is Mariam and how old is Abu Si? Last time when I revolted against them, then they changed their language. Okay. My mother also loved my father loved me. That's why I was born. That's why I was born. That's why she got the 4 children from my father. She never divorced and never left my father. The death divorced my mother. In 2018. I'm 45 now. Alright? My mother is a Salimata Keita, never divorced. Never pack her belongings and go outside and come back. Never madrika surteli minata madrika divorce. Never fast already. Saya de never faka furusa. Okuma never back to never faka samba so ana. Never madrika ta. Ambe wala furu. Kana kokma ko pedophilie kokma ko chemga ko ni muso mi ko lu ka kelega ko don kasula kokma kan fa ko ko kan ba ko mi kokma ko ne furna chema ko ne ka ko pro sa ko no ne ko kebe chem ko ne abusi ko ka ko he ko ban ko nam be ko me ne mor ko ko o man na dum dat ko ni kokma kale ka chego ba ko ma Allah ya ref fa na ba ko kan ni ka mo balia ali e ka aramatas e fa fu sen ba ko ko ndo ni kokma na be pedophilie na ta dam na o fa ulai anyo fo ko kan ka ba do ubuka kuma mu fo ka do kale kuma def nimma be anga nanyo fo ko ko wala bina ko kuma ko yo ko ngi te ko ngela kana mo ko ko te ko ngela nanyo fo glaka no fo te ko ngela de taka mo ko blaki agressé ko dem sani fitinu tak ngla salon ko dem sani fitinu ko kuma kippe ka sutinu dem sani fitinu me de la kan ka sutinu ko ba mo ngame ko ngla salon mo ne okay mun ko la gine mu ye flow be man ngame mo wule mun wule la lu ngame be flow ngame be man ngam fo mun ko gambi bu man ko kan fo bisun ko kan fo mun ko Sénégal a chama do bi be man ngame bu wala fo kan fo be lebu fo bi français on est anglais mun ko Côte d'Ivoire be man ngam fo be julo kan fo avec les ali Burkina kelen amasi ka mo be man ngam yar la nakla la unu o so ka fo no kele bu so tan do dalo de ko mo ko no ka do fi kan ese ya famu munum ko rambortani gidima keta la kaw yara be gidima ka chama bande jamu sugu fa be malla be do be mali on 100% sigile be munu do nu mo do nu ko ma sama mu fofo no ko chato kelen mortani fa be la gidima ina fo ko di farbe ci ko na mali on sigile me fa be ku de on ese ya famu ci doina keta la ka munu flani baw babula o lu te mortani o le Sénégal o pour ki djouf aba fo sana ko ko la ko ta ni nga papier duplicate dia do bi shi ka inde mortani shi ka papier ne ya famia ne Rokiatou Keita ne ka papier on ya so ne ya sangi mo anani ni ça fait 24 ans j'ai ça c'est 24 years I have this but in 2017 I became citizen all right they just came from 3 years ago she's 30 years old 24 years ago I have this when I was in high school she's 30 years old. That time she was only 6 years. Acha, I'm talking about. That time, Geneva wasn't born yet. Bangura also is 30 years. They will go find different people, we send them with them. And come here for that. You will see that they're not joking. Right? My documentation is not for me. Because for Mata Jawara documentation is not for me because I'm from Mali. Do you understand that? And everybody that came from the Ivory Coast and the Burkina Faso, they're not the only one. They come from different, they all come from Mali and have Mali documentation and find documentation for them. See everybody. Her documentation is not for me because I'm from Mali, and her bank account money is not for me because I'm from Mali. And she was born in Ivory Coast. Never stop it. Never stop this nonsense to me. Never stop. Stop it. Stop it. And when I say, they will go, hey, she said never stop again. Okay, the other conversation you never hear. If you don't stop it, I will shoot somebody. Because I'm not. My money is not for you. Mauritania is in Africa. Ivory Coast in Africa, and Mali is in Africa, Burkina is in Africa. All these nationalities, they come in Mali and say they're from Mali. People from Guinea, people from Ivory Coast, people from Burkina, people from Senegal, people from Gabon, people from everywhere. They come and say that they're from Mali, and they come in the United States and find the US documentation, and France, and everywhere. Nobody stopped them. Even Mauritania. There is a million of Mauritania here using the Mali documentation in America. Alright? Let me talk about Acha is from Mauritania. Acha is not the land owner of the Mauritania. Acha is not a slave owner of the Mauritania. Geneva is not a slave owner of the Mauritania. They say that the mother, I'm not a daughter in Mauritania. I'm the mother myself. I never give the children. They say they're the lady. I'm a lady myself. I'm not a man. And they say that a man, I'm also a man myself. Whoever they think they are more than them. Nobody worship them in Mauritania. Since when people start to worship Acha and Geneva in Mauritania, nobody worship them. People don't even know that they exist. I know Mauritanian people who don't even know who they are. The Malian people and the Gabon people who trying to make me betray. And the singer, thinking like a last neck come here and give a child to the Haitian family. But I say, I'm a Rokiatou Keita. But I say my family member, they call me Rokiatou. They want to call Rokiatou, and but I say that Rokiatou come. Rokiatou never come to California. Alright? And Rokiatou need them. When they show them, then they will go shout them, they will tell them that Rokiatou come in the bottom is a Traoré and bottom Rokiatou is a Rokiatou doesn't know them. When we revolt against them, they went to interview Rokiatou because before that she was arrested. She always have a problem with her somebody in Europe. When I be traveling, they will tell me I'm not supposed to travel because I'm liberty provision. I say I'm not a liberty provision. I'm free to travel. When I travel, they will tell me you will stay over there, you will not come back. When I come back, they will say, hey, they're lying. So they will go back in trying to put me to the jail. I said, no, I am not in the prison. Okay? Alright? My name is Rokiatou Keita. My mother called me Rokiatou for 45 years. And when Rokiatou Dumia also went to the jail, they will do the same thing. They tried to do the same thing to Rokiatou. Before Rokiatou divorced, and Rokiatou fight with Umujara and Kuyate also fight. Rokiatou and Umujara start arguing. Before Umu get married to Laji Sabo, Umu wasn't married. Umujara's firstborn daughter, the singer Umujara's firstborn daughter. Before she came from the Bamako, in the village. Before she resided in Bamako, now she resides in Kuluba, Bamako. Kuluba. And she talking about she from the capital, the present palais is in Kuluba. Kuluba is too small. Alright? Because even Lala Jalo who live in Kuluba is not important to me. Especially you and them living in Kuluba. You don't live in you live in the town of the Kuluba. Thinking you live from the capital and you singing that you don't. You're not born in there, you're from the village. So if you live in a Kuluba is not a palais. They don't live in a palais, they live in a Kuluba. Kuluba Maramba is a community like Washington, D.C. So if you want to live in there and think you Bamakoka, I am not from the village. And you are singing that you open ID and Bade, Bamakoka and Bade, Okuma Imadumta Kichu, you come from your village. And Maramba, your parents came from the Kaye. She also doing the same thing after you and say that your husband is a Laji Sako and her mother is Sako. Both of you together. You are not important. Even Lala Jalo who give you authorization, probably who offer you home over there. Or whatever somebody your jatigi give you over there. Whatever situation you have from over there. You yourself know that. If you mention my name in your business, last time they take all of you three to the jail. You be coming here and fix the death date of people. When people tell you, you be say that you're playing, but it's not a play. When the date arrives, somebody will die or somebody will be kidnapped. Now, if anything happen like this, that is stupid. All Monday issue Bakasi. They are all from Monday. All Monday in the whole everywhere, travel everywhere and have children everywhere, and the war did not begin this day. And everywhere, even India land in the United States is Shubakasi more than that, than Monday. Even Europe. That's why there was a World War I and World War II. Even Asia. Even Australia. Do you remember when Musa Kone, when they beat up some men in the sex and they bring it in the jail? And our Kone was saying that on the video. Even Australia people fighting. The same thing. You will always come and sing and say that somebody's supposed to be dying. They've been doing that for a long time. People think they're joke. Because what they will not mention your name, but they will tell people that they're talking about you. When people say that they're talking about you, then they say they have their song. They will make a video and say that the women, husband have a fork in the front and a fork in the back. When I say the phone have a camera in the front and in the back, they say, you see, that's why the phone always have that since before I was born. Probably in the village, people who never have a phone before. I'm in US for 25 years and my first cell phone in 2001. And I was a virgin and I have a camera in the front and in the back. When I was attending comprehensive high school. I left Africa in 2001. When I was 20, I was a virgin, never married before. No man fuck in my front and my back. I wasn't even married. I never have a children. My uncle said when I come to my uncle is not my husband. Keita. And I was not still married. When I first left Africa, 25 years ago, the cell phone when I take in 2001, Sprint, have a camera in the back and in the front. Everybody that a cell phone they have is a camera in the back and the front. If they think that the people fuck them front and the back, that's why. So the thing is the same. Okay. That is not put the front. When I say the camera have a front and back, they have a conversation. It's not that, that's not true. Okay? Karim went to tell them that he fucked my front and my back. I said, no way. And he said, I'm not a female, I'm a man. He tell them that I want to surgery and take my sex penny and put the women pussy and go get married Aminata. I said, first of all, you lying. First, before you know me, Aminata came to me and my brother. Second, before you tell me that you want to marry me, you never know me. Aminata was leaving me and brother from the Brooklyn to Bronx. You find it as when we're when she first came from Africa, she came directly to the Brooklyn here. Alright? We find her in Brooklyn. This one, I'm saying that she touching her sex. You fuck Aminata? You fuck Aminata? Okay, you fuck Aljannah. Who?
There's some gifts for your husband.
Not my husband, you say you. This one, give me this one and say it's my husband. Look at her if you look her. It doesn't look like a Carib. Eh? Okay. No, don't play. Hey, stay away from me. He was gonna confirm the liar right now. Thank you. Karim from Mali, I'm from Mali. Alright? When I went to Africa, I take my brother, we went to Karim home. Karim home is not a house beautiful. Karim is a Portuguese. I come from the beautiful family than him. Karim live in the Keita home. Keita home in Malian people. It's not a villa, it's not a cement, it's a banco floor. Karim is not a Keita. Karim went there because one of the women, those Keita wife is a Sumano. The women, the older women, then the husband died. They get, but this man, when I say my conversation, he was trying to do like this to put his hand in his. They be saying that I prostitute him. If I did not film him and show him face, people was gonna say that he's a truth. They will confirm his lie. And I'm not a stupid, I'm not a mentally sick. I don't walk around prostitute to make money. And I never sleep in a hotel for the men and female to offer me the money. So he would never ever. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? In front of Allah, in front of everybody. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, this happened in front of you, right? Even the day of the resurrection, same like this, you will be the witness. When you say something, they will say the name is Mariam. When Mariam says something, even is a liar, they will confirm. When somebody says Khadija, even is a liar, they will confirm. It doesn't work like this. Because I'm also Rokiatou. If I'm also the liar, I swear to the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will confirm Firdaws, I will feel accurate even the day of the resurrection. I will not stop it because when they lie on me, you will take back your lie on me, Firdaws, I will feel accurate because I will never stop. Dia condemn babu. Hey, wallahi dia condemn na dunia farda harga babu. Dia kone akabira mase ala fe, wana sar ala fe babu. Dia condemn babu. Anything jela. Hey, Karim want to tell them that he fucked my front and my back in 2009. He say he fucked my front, he fucked my back, he make them connect together, and they have to send me to the nursing home. When people see me, I was not in nursing home. I was outside working. And people say, eh, it's a twin. As I'm not a twin. My mother never carried twin pregnancy. Karim is a liar for some. When any man tell me that he want to have a boyfriend, girlfriend, I'm a female and I'm not a transgender. If any man tell me that he want to have a girlfriend, I will report you to the police station. If you tell me you want to marry, I say yes. And if I don't like you, I will choose. If I like you, I will choose. And I am not obligated to marry with nobody. She's not married. She's not married. You cannot stay without no marry. Go fuck your own mother and go fuck your own sibling and go fuck the other girl who not married in the society of the world. Because every woman still not married yet. I am not the only single woman who not married. I'm not a single, but I'm not the only female who's still not married. Every woman still don't get married yet. Go fuck them first. And they also need their fuck. I don't need no fuck. I didn't tell you that I didn't fuck. When they see me, they will say, so for men is better than the okay? Go find a man. Go find a man, you alone. You alone. And then you alone. So why you can female be alone? I was married 3 different times and divorced. And 4 different people start the marriage and discontinue the marriage in a distance. And when the marriage discontinue, people will tell them that they fuck my front and they fuck my back and they not do it. And they sometimes even tell people that I'm a man, they're men. Sometimes they tell people I'm a female, they're female. I never get married with a man. I never get married with a man because I'm a man. I get married with a man. I'm a man. I'm not a man. I'm a female. So I get married with a man. Because the female gets married with a female, with a man. Eh? I am not a man, I'm a female. I get married with a man. And you tell me I'm a lesbian. Okay? And I divorced. Last time when I said I never get married with a man. Something like this. Then they're making this noise so they're passing. I will not stop my conversation. And if anybody suspend this part, Firdaws will feel accurate. You will be the witness because Allah have to pull out all this conversation from the beginning to the end. Allah, I swear to Allah. Right? I don't stop. If you lie on me, take it back on you. Michelle Obama and Obama work in the White House. How many of you see me on the TV when they come in the presidential show and show you that they are working there and I'm a part of the working vice president or employee or any relationship with anybody. Shit. In Mali over there, when Ibeka was there, you see Ami Maiga, you did not go annoy you, come annoy you. Even her son, Karim is the older than me, Karim Keita. Karim Sumano goes to Kota family member. This is his place. Do you understand me? Rokiatou Sidibe Salimata Traore tried to make a liar. One time when they were saying I was sitting and watching them, people telling me, hey, you're sitting and watching them, they're not joking. To me, her name is Salimata, my mother name is Salimata. I just sit in that, but she's not my mom. My mother is Keita, she's Traore. I just sit there and watch. And she have somebody here, Rokiatou Sidibe from the Kulukuro, not Kulukuro. Kulukuro deputy. Is the inside of the Kulukuro, the son, the daughter of the Kulukuro deputy. Before Aisha got deaf. Right? That was a Karim Keita ex-wife. Boyfriend become wife and a divorce. Ibeka son, Karim. I'm Rokiatou case. People call me. And she never resided in the US. She was in Europe. When I have in Illinois, they will gun shoot my business. When they know that they lie on me, they bring her in the US so they can confirm the lie. But I see that's a joke. You see the one who was acting like this here. Take him and throw and put in here and hand in a panty and say that the heel. Alright? Go to Maramba. When I tell them, they will say Maramba is a mother name is a Mariamba. Fuck you. I would not be religious for because of anybody wanna slave me. I was born a religious. And I did not convert to the religious. I am religious, I am not a slave. And I'm a religious, I'm not a creation believer. I will never be religious to be worshipping creation and to be a slave. I was already religious before I was born and after I was born. To be noble, and before I was born and I'm noble, and I'm still religious. All right? Last time when I went to Africa, when they give me in the airport, Mali airport, in front of the airport, I tell them don't put your belongings to me in Demba Haidara. Not my uncle Demba Keita. My uncle is not a Demba Keita, it's a Kanda Keita. They call Bemba Keita, not Demba. They say, hey, I'm Uncle Otoka Haidara, I say it's not this one. I'm not all right? My uncle is Kanda Keita, it's not a Kanda Kumadi. It's a Kanda Keita, it's not a Kanda Haidara. It's a Kanda Keita, it's not a Kanda Kumari. It's a Kanda Keita. My father is Keita, my mother is Keita, and my father is Keita. All right? Demba Haidara, the one from the airport, they work in a commission over there. They just work in a commission and find people. He met me and tell me they want to give their belonging to me. I said no. They said they pay people to give to them. I don't need them now. In 2021. Before that, I sent 20,000 in Africa in 2020. They're talking about to find a way to go collect my money in Africa and telling me that they give me the money. So they will give you $150. $150, you will carry them back from Africa. 150 USD. You will carry them their belonging from Africa to United States. Then they will say that the whole entire money you work for US and send in Africa that they give to you. I said no. They give me their belonging. I came in here for free. I pay my own flight ticket. They did not bring me. They did not bring me. I'm here since 25 years ago. 2021 when I traveled. I have my own flight ticket. They did not pay me 100. I bring their belonging for free. They did not pay me. I am Malian and I am noble. And I am not a dog dealer. Whatever belonging they have inside there, whatever they say they have a tika kiseni, they say they have some seeds. If you use that, so you're gonna get a fucking for 10 hours. So Umusangare prostitute, Umusangare Usman Madan Haidara wife, the singer. Umusangare, that's why I say she's a prostitute in a hotel because her husband is a Haidara. She probably got a fucking hotel for 10 hours. So when I come in here, they collect my stuff and go tell people that I have a COVID and I have to come to the 34 hotel. I did not understand what they're doing. And they tell me they have some seat. When I come to the hotel in here, the hospital hotel, in 2021, I am not a Mimi, I'm Rokiatou. Mimi in 2006, Mimi went, Ture went to the hotel to sleep with a boyfriend and become pregnant and give a birth for a child in Harlem in 2007. The child is 16 years about from the 2006, 2007 to 2010 is 13. From 2010 to 2020, it's 3 years. From 2007 to 2010 is 3 years. 2010 to 2020 is 13. 2018, the girl is 18 years. Aminata Mimi Amiture, Aminata Bada come to me. Aminata Bada come to me. She never came into that time. She came in 2008. It's not the same thing. All right? And Amiture in the Guinea-Conakry is not the same. Rokiatou, she has children in the US and she has a husband. She from the New Lot Avenue and basically people who know me, they know what I'm doing. And her sister Matra will that on the shop in the New Lot Avenue. I'm Rokiatou Keita. Rokiatou is way older than me. And her sister Matra is way older than me. I am a young girl compared to them. But I'm not also young, I'm over 40. And my sister Bintu is a mom. She's 39. She's in a France, she never come to me. She has 3 children. She never come to me. Right? The employees that my brother wife have, Rokiatou also come. It's a little girl, 16 years in 2021 when I went to Africa. And Rokiatou in the US is not the same. Rokiatou in the US, Matrawale sister. Babylon Jara family member. Filitarawale family member. Filitarawale brother is Adamadi. And the Philly Jara Babanis is your wife. My husband is not a Babanis, he's my ex-husband is Babanis, is a family. Rokiatou is a way older than me. Right? She traveled with Fatou Camara from Guinea-Conakry. She also shaved her hair all the time. Sometimes she wear the wig, but I'm light skin, she's dark skin. She's a thicker and I'm a slim. They're talking about when he say dark skin, They've been saying this since in 2009. Before Aminata, even before Aminata come. Rokiatou also study in here and also live in a different state. And own the shops before also, and also sell the bazaar. She travel from Africa. She bring the bazaar in US and she sell also them. Her sister also own the shop, but she did not go to school in the US. Her sister Ma, she also own the hair salon. She did not go to Africa to sell the bazaar. She never do that. She never went to school in the US, but probably in Africa. I also owned the shop before. And I also sell bazaar. My mother said to me, I never travel from US to Africa to collect a bazaar and come sell. Rokiatou is the one who do that. Among everybody in the US, that name is Rokiatou, she's the only one. But her and me both used to sell bazaar. They're way older than me too. Fatih Camara is way older than me. Fatih Camara in a Fanta Cissé shop in a Keton in a Flatbush in a Brooklyn. Not the Sarah Cissé shop of Fatih Camara. Not her, she's from Senegal, not her. Right? I say Fatou Camara from Guinée-Conakry. I précise. J'ai précisé mon parole. J'ai dit que Fatou Camara from Guinée-Conakry et Rokiatou. J'ai bien précisé. Right? Je n'ai pas dit que Rokiatou from Ségou. Je n'ai pas dit que that come to work for my sister. For my brother wife. Okay? I did not say that come to work for my brother wife. I did not say Rokiatou from the US, from Africa, born in Africa like me, that live in the US, that Babylon Jara's daughter with a Guinea-Conakry, Fatou Camara from Guinea-Conakry, Rokiatou from Mali, and they live in here. They travel, they fly always to Africa. They may say Fatou Camara have a nice shape and have, and they're talking about I travel with her. Before even I seen them, before even I move in a beta apartment. You know why? Like I know, like Allah know, Allah is faster than His messenger. Allah est rapide plus que ses messengers. Allah, il a fait toute possibilité jusqu'à j'ai vendu le basé à Aisha Diallo, not the one in New Jersey, à Aisha Diallo, the one in the Flambush Avenue, and the Glenwood. She tell me that her husband have a second wife and I can push her. And she's before I tell her I'm looking for the roommate. She said her husband have the second wife. I said second wife, I don't want to be over there. You take and you go give to them. She said, c'est sa koi pussy. She said it's her koi pussy. I tell her it's a koi pussy, but you have to bring it yourself in your home. She said it's her rival, how can I bring it there? I have to take that in myself. She give me the women Binta Ban number. Not Binta Ban from Louisa herself. Not my sister Binta Keita. Not the kind of mother brother Binta Banu. Not a Binta Brasso that was from not Bitu Jacket, not Bitu Travel. Bitu Travel has ex-boyfriend that married her. Okay, that's Mohamed Travel. The terror. Mohamed Travel, the terror from Africa. That's not this one. Bitu Travel from Sierra Leone. She's not my sister. Her boyfriend became her ex-wife. Her ex-boyfriend became her husband. Her ex-boyfriend became her husband. Mohamed Traore. Just like I tell my Muna, we young girl that we left in Africa, fear she not getting married. The majority of us ex-boyfriend become our husband. They want to tell people I'm a prostitute. And Aminata ex-boyfriend in Africa never become Aminata husband. Maramba ex-boyfriend in Africa never become Maramba husband. Bingani Bagagafat ex-boyfriend never become the husband. Sarah Jinabujalo ex-boyfriend never become the husband from Africa and the US. She have an ex-boyfriend in Africa and her ex-husband in Africa. And she have an ex-boyfriend in the US and she have a new husband in US and she have an ex-husband in US. We all was in yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, I want to tell these people 67, 75, 80. I'm all in my 45 years. I don't have to take off my name in the conversation. Alright? I'm not a grandma. I did not raise a second child. I don't have no children. I'm not a 40, I'm 45. My brother is a 79. None of my husband in my whole entire life was even 50 years. Now, Karim is a 51. He's not my husband, is my ex-boyfriend in the past, not a boyfriend, who come to start a marriage and discontinue. Okay? Discontinue. So because the other girl, they have an ex-boyfriend, never become their wife. And I never have. They have an ex-boyfriend, never become their husband. Okay? And find a different husband. Alright? Because when people see that is interrupting, somebody come and pass it in there. Alright? The other girl, ex-boyfriend, never become their wife. Okay? And the Bintu Traore, ex-boyfriend, never become his wife. The other girlfriend, the other girl just like me. I'm not a transgender just like them. The other boyfriend did not become their husband. Right? Even Mariam Badou that come to Imura. Ex-boyfriend did not come to the husband. Even Geneva and Acha and Bangura, ex-boyfriend did not become to their husband. They bring the boyfriend in the husband. They're still not married yet. And they have an ex-boyfriend, their continent before them. We all from Africa. In their country, they just come 3 years ago. And they're not married. And Acha says, every young girls. Acha is a 30, Bangura is a 30, Geneva is a 21. They're calling people as a Fatou is a 56. Not from the one the Fatou Koli Traore. From the Liberia now. Ha, the one in the Burundi. Okay, different. And Maimuna is a 60 over 60. Susie is a over 50. And Yolando from Burkina is over 50. And she has a 75 years sister. Right? These people, we never know them. So since like this young girl that they're same age with me, who ex-boyfriend did not become their husband. And before I never had that. I did not have no girlfriend. I did not have an ex-boyfriend. I didn't have none of this. I would just find the husband straight and get married. So Karim, whatever, and Aisha and Fatimata Sissoko probably set up with this. Thinking about Usman and the husband Aisha married with the Aisha is not married. Aisha ex-boyfriend did not become the wife, is the Musafa. Aisha ex-boyfriend Musafa, who did not become the husband. And Fatimata ex-boyfriend Fatimata Sissoko did not become the husband. Fatimata Sissoko ex-boyfriend did not become the wife. Okay? Then we say, I never fuck Fatimata Sissoko. She's not a female than me. I'm a female just like her. I'm not a transgender. Okay. Fatimata Sissoko ex-boyfriend did not become her husband. Her new boyfriend become her husband. That's not my family member. It's the Usman older brother. Usman is not my ex-boyfriend, he's my ex-wife. Alright? So from Mother Sissoko, that call herself Pipi, called Pupe and Fat. She opened the shop in Peoria, Pipi African hair braiding. They're braiding the female hair, they're caressing the hair. So caressing the hair, from la hair, caressing, come so because the lesbian, they want to fuck the girls. And Aisha Traore is still doing the hair. I'm so and Mariam Sibi, all of them, even Mariam Sama. And they say they're making good money. Aha, hi, Maran Kadisa. You say what Punigla, then they say they're making Mogonigla will touch it. They say that they have to say that is a haram. Then when we stop it, then they will make a good money. And they're doing themselves and making the healthy for them. And the richness for them, I will go open my hair and braid the hair just like I usually braid it. Alright? They probably fuck me the girl. Because I never do anybody hair before they go fuck them in the home. I braid the hair there and they live and they go there home. Any hair clientele from anywhere in the whole entire world that I sleep with you before you can come out, you never too late. I'm Rokiatou Keita, always my business. Since when I rented the chair in New York City, Rokia African hair braiding in 2001. Before I went to the comprehensive high school and after I went to the comprehensive high school and college and university, I continued to chair my business is always Rokia's professional African hair braiding salon. Always Rokia apostrophe S. Before I know JJ, before JJ even came with the children that day. That I ended my same thing. I want to use it over there. Then they say, Rokia somebody come that name is Rokia Sangare. Kulubali wife. Kulubali say, now they say, Rokia say that her husband is not a Kulubali, it's a Keita. Well, we are Keita, we're not a Kulubali, but her family member. I don't know why. They are probably taking Bemba to Nana Kulubali. When we say we Keita, they say Kulubali, we say Keita, we say Kunate. When we say Keita, they say Debahata. When you say Demajas, when you say Ganda Fatika, Sadugade has on Ganda Fatika is different from my own Ganda Keita. They probably think Rokia Sangare husband is not our family member. They're soning for Keita. But the all Keita is like when we first say with the same thing, you say nothing. Rokia Sangare husband is a Keita. It's not from my family. And I'm Keita, my father's Keita, my mother's Keita, everybody's Keita. Someone tried to come and interrupt. Alright? And all Keita. From the whole entire world. When we say it's the same, in 2001, When the Fanta fight that and even our uncles and family members, we have to be separate. Otherwise, we have the plastic bottle that she dropped. Fanta take this and put her own daughter Mariam. That will fuck Fanta with this plastic bottle. Fanta daughter Mariam came from Africa. And they sleep with Fanta in the same home. Have this plastic bottle and a sex Fanta with this. And the Fanta sex her daughter Mariam with that. You see this bottle? Okay? Alright. She says her own daughter, I'm my own mother daughter who carried the pregnancy of 9 months and give it back. Find her own mother, sit and fuck her. When we first came in 2001, when Rokiatou Sangare said that her husband, Keita, Rokiatou Sangare, when she said her husband Keita is a Keita, all the Keita is the same. When we said 2001, when we say that, when Rokiatou Sangare said that her husband is a Keita, Rokiatou Sangare, alright? I am Rokiatou's professional African hair braiding from New York to Illinois. Alright? In the whole entire New York, I never sleep in people's hair salon. Never before. Ever. They want to call, I am Rokiatou's professional African hair braiding salon. Somebody interrupt, I will not stop. Alright? In the whole entire New York, I never sleep in any African hair salon before. Alright? Never. Alright? Rokiatou Sangare and Aisha Traore and Famata Sissoko and Penda Sofana and Foroka, they will sleep in another African hair salon. And that's why Aisha gets pregnancy over there. Right? Fatima Jawara was born there by Mustafa Jawara. Alright? Usman Jawara younger brother. Alright? So I am Rokiatou. People call me Rokiatou. People know me from the New York to the Illinois. Before I moved to the Illinois, people be coming and report, then I tell them Sangare African hair. Then they say, ha 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 ha. The joke is nothing. Don't joke. Like you say that you go to prostitute, you have a tiga in you. Then Hydra give me the things and said that she have a tiga in there over there, you fuck for 10 hours. Sangare probably fuck 10 hours in the hotel. Then Hydra is nothing my boyfriend. I don't know you. How damn you? How dare you see me in the airport Morboke? Coming from Mali to US and handle me to your luggage. Other people charge you 150. I tell you no. Period. You beg me. And you say please do that because of Allah. I say okay. If you say because of Allah, then I take it. But make sure it's not wrong and it's not illegal product inside. Otherwise, I will never put you in front of Allah. Last time, do the same thing to the Kasemadija. Because when they do something around this motherfucker, they will say that that's name is the Haidara. They come from the I don't care. They was trying to make me a suspect of a drug dealer. Because when I was sending my money in Africa when I was working, they tell people that I was not working. That's what I am with them. I'm not with this. But I don't accept this. Alright? So Sangare sex herself the battle with Khadija Haidara. Even Sangare husband is a Haidara. Khadija Haidara have a plastic battle to sex Sangare. Who knows? So since they work together, I never think like this. Nobody in my family member never think to have a plastic bottle in somebody's sex before. Imaginable. If they think about that, they probably is one doing this. Who knows? How can they leave all the serious business and say the nonsense? So they're probably doing this. They're not respectful. They misbehave. And if you ignore them, they will make the whole entire society revolt against you. And they will say that it's not a joke, it's real. So why didn't I reply them? Hey, you crazy and you want to see. If you are crazy, I will, hey, you don't need a psychiatric, I will be your psychiatric myself. When they see the nonsense to you, you sit and watching them and don't say nothing. They will say, okay, maybe you like what they do. Why you did not say anything? And they will make people revolt against you. And they will continue to say the same shit. Don't tell me your nonsense conversation. Because what? Somebody you never see in your whole entire life. Never meet in your life before. Don't know them before. Never seen them before. Doesn't have nothing to them before. When the person says something disrespectful to you, it will surprise you. Because unbelievable, I cannot do that to somebody else. That's not how I was raised. So that's why I will even watch and unbelievable. When somebody say anything nonsense to you, disrespectful to you, someone who never seen you before. Unbelievable. I will just sit and watch you. Because that's not how I was raised. You be seeing me in 2004 and say that my cousin Batoma is my girlfriend. My Mune Keita, not the California sister. My Mune Keita, not my Mune Jara in a Susie shop. My Mune Keita, not my Munatu in a Queens. I say my cousin and Fanta Keita, they live in Augusta, Georgia. And I precise my conversation. Augusta, Georgia is a completely different state from the New York City. Alright? And the Queens is in New York. Do not play with my conversation and say my serious matter. Alright? My cousin is a 44. I am 45. Her sister is a 46. My brother is a 43 in Africa. My own brother from same father and same mother. And my brother from same mother in the US is a 47. Umar. Alright? If my cousin Fanta Tama is a 46. 46 were born before 45. I am 45. 41 is my documentation. Not a camera has. Tama Fanta Keita. She 46, born in 1980. I am born in 1981. She no better than me. Let me see her and me and my cousin and my uncle. Her father never come to the US. My father never come to the US. We live in our uncle home. Bemba is their father brother. Bemba is my mother brother. Bemba never have a wife. They be saying, oh, come on mother home, come on father home. You stay there, can you live over there? Don't you know people don't have to come there? She stay with her aunt, sister, why do you over there? So how about that she that was living with our uncle? She didn't know that people accept us not to come close to people. Because she was trying people to fuck her. That's why she come close to people. Alright? That's what I'm talking about. Never get a fuck. She no better than me. She 46. I'm 45. 46 was born before 45. And her sister was a 44. 45 also was born before 44. And Aminata is a 40. Aminata is a 40 years. Aminata Ba. Tama is a 46. 46 years old before 45. 45 was born before 44. Matoma, my mother. Alright? My brother Abdul Wahab is a 43. My ex-husband Mamadou Sissoko is a 44. When I say Batoma, I was born before her, she's 44, and I am 45. They will say that her husband, I get to marry with her husband. Mamadou Sissoko doesn't know. My husband is not my cousin husband. But when people say for the joke, for the family joke, and my cousin never share any husband. Alright? Talking about my cousin and my ex-husband, and I'm talking about my cousin. We never share husband. Alright? My cousin Batoma is a 44. My ex-husband is a 44, and my own biological brother Abdul Wahab is a 43. Batoma went to marry with family Tarawole. The same day I'm married, she married. My last marriage, she was never married before. And I hadn't married before. And people are revolting against me all the time. Why don't you want to get married? But you know what? I'm only 30. I am only 7 months older than her. 7 months older than her. I was going to say I'm 13 months older than her. No. She's 13 months older than my younger brother, Abdul Wahab. Abdul Wahab, that is a tall one. Abdul Wahab, that married Khadija, no. That was born in 89. Abdul Wahab, that have a 12-year son in Africa. That was my. That tall guy in Africa, when I said this one is the home owner, that become guest. That was my home. My brother, that tall guy that you were asking me, is my twin brother. It's not my twin brother, it's my younger brother. Okay? I'm 2 years older than him. Come on, sister, there. That you say she's 2 years old. Hey, what can you do? Hey, okay, but okay, they're not my mother's sister. Alright? They're my mother's brother, children. Their father is my mother's brother. They're not my mother's sister. Their father is my mother's sister. And my mother is their father's sister. And I am their cousins. I am not their niece, they're not my niece. They're cousins. I am not their mother, they're not my mother. We're cousins. They be telling me to respect them as my mother. I said, no way. People, not them people. They never say that because they cannot say that. Somebody just interrupt my conversation. That person probably don't know I have a video or probably don't have a video. Probably if she, I don't know whatever it is. She know that she can see me. Let me tell people I'm not that again. She know I have a video. Alright? She probably get their fucking battle in her sex over there. People who get their sex battle. Who think that you have to say anything to people even you don't know. And it's a right. When I say that I never say that I'm believable, they be saying that they be continue to write these people. So I'll do the same thing to you. If they get a fucking battle in their sex with them. Oh, so you feel that? How you feel? Okay. Hey, I'm noble. I'm not a slave. Who probably come out and bottom out, fuck them in the battle and they fuck them in the battle. So they probably think people are supposed to respect them because they get the fuck from them. They are women just like me. They cannot make me satisfied. As a person. Because they have the same pussy. They are female just like me. They cannot make me satisfied as a homosexual. They are female just like me. We have the same type of a sex. I will never go ever for any female to have a homosexual. And I never have done that before. Everyone that to try to do the same thing to me and my mother beat me up and I revolt, they cannot do that to me. And when I pay back to them, I never put my finger to nobody's sex. And people nobody takes their finger. But whatever they have done to me, sometimes when my mother revolted in my childhood, when I revolt against them, I pay back the same thing to whatever action, sexual harassment action they have done toward me, I will do the same shit to them. People our film actor will come and show all what they, everybody, when they do the sexual harassment to me, okay? I never put my 10 fingerprint, my 10 finger, I never put my 10 finger to anybody's sex before. And anybody never put their 10 finger to my sex before. And I never put my tongue to any female sex before. Anybody never take their female, my sex before. I never take my tongue to anybody's sex and anybody never take their tongue to my sex before. I never take my 10 finger to anybody's sex and any female never do that to me. This female, if they put their tongue to any female sex or their finger to anybody's sex, they've been doing that since my childhood in Africa, but they cannot. Right? Alright? Because I'm not a stupid. I get in a fight and my mother finally beat me up. Alright? People. Alright? If I never put my 10 fingerprint to anybody's sex before, and I never put my tongue to anybody, I never put my 10 fingerprint to anybody's sex, any woman's sex before, anybody's sex before. I never take my 10 fingerprint to any female sex before, and I never take my tongue to any female sex before. And any female never take the tongue to my sex before and they 10 fingerprint and any female take, I never take my 10 finger to any female sex before and I never put my tongue to any female sex before. Any female also never put their finger to my sex before and take their tongue to my sex before. And I don't have this plastic sex. I never take that to any female sex and any female never have done that to me. They probably do all of this. They do all type of nonsense. I don't have no children. I never give a birth. I never become an adoptive mother. I never become a foster care mother. I never give a birth. And all of this with them, they all went to the gynecologist and they sent me to the gynecologist. We all went. I am the only one who never give a birth. And my sister Batoma also, Maimuna. Everybody else gave the birth. They're talking about that in the big hole sex. They're the one who not. Right? So we don't play that. Alright? No female have sex with me. They've been doing that since in my childhood. They try to do this. I get in a fight with my mother, Salimata Keita, when I was only 6. When she went to pick me from my grandma. We get in a fight and get in a fight and get in a fight before I even attend in school. Before they transfer me from madrasa to school. My mother pity me for them. I am from Africa, born in Africa. Like when you take somebody from Mehen to the Bronx or take somebody from the Mehen to the Brooklyn, that's how it was. My mother take me, okay? My mother take me from the Krokorobugu to Falaje, community to community. The Haitian people telling them, when you say community, community means that's a village, urban side. That's not true. In the USA, the community of Mehen, where I am right now, alright? Is a 5-borough community in New York City. It's a different from the New Rochelle. It's a different from the Albany, New York. It's a different from the Niagara Falls, New York. And it's different from the Rockefeller, New York. Maryland. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the U.S. It's not a part of the Maryland. It's not a part of the Maryland. Alright? It's not a part of the Maryland. Maryland, where these women that used to be married. Alright? That's where these women used to be. Maryland. That these women used to be. And they have sent women to the crops and have a farm. Otherwise, the noble wife and the husband, they will revolt against their slave. I am noble. I've never lived in Maryland before. I am not from Maryland and I live in Maryland. I'm African, born and raised. There's a beautiful Fofana was born in Baltimore and her brother Jeffrey. They're from Africa. Africans come to born in Maryland from Burkina Faso women who give birth to her children from Aboka Fofana. And I'm not their family member and they're not my sister. I don't know their mother, but I don't think their mother is older than me. Because when I see them as a little children, one was a 7, one was a 8. They're talking about their work in my hair salon. I think it was a joke. I sit and watch them. Since they've been saying that since in 2006. The shop was not for me, 1. Second, I am not a babysitter. 2, we're not the same family member. 3rd, I don't even know them. 4, they never come in my home, I never come in there. 5, I don't have nothing to do with them, they don't have nothing to do. 6, I'm not better than them. They're talking about Messenger wife Aisha. Aisha family member is Abubakar Siddiqui for that's their business. Al Hussein himself is a slave, not a noble. That's a Tarawele family member. That comes from Fatimata Zahra. Right? Even Fatimata Zahra is Muhammad's daughter. I'm talking about Aisha. I don't care who Aisha is. I was born noble. Alright? I am not a slave. I am not a descendant of a Bilal family. I am not an Ethiopian. I am from Bamako, Mali, West Africa. This is the fake extension here. And my real hair is a nappy. There no people know me every day I make a video. They can, alright? Then order. I studied here in college and high school and university. I never anybody. I'm light skinned from Africa. I'm a black. They're talking about the black Indian, the black Arab, the black. Whatever. White don't have no black. Once you mix, you're not a white. Some Chinese, I see the documentary, they have a black Chinese over there. When I was in Africa. And this black don't look like this black in the US. I see the black, some Chinese, this woman is not a Chinese either, she's a white. Alright? They trying to interrupt my conversation. She's a white, she's not a Chinese. And when I say it's a black Chinese, they will say, okay, you have to like her, but she's a white, she's not a Chinese, and she's not a black either. So if she can stay here, I can stay here myself. The US land that did not spread. That's what I'm talking about. People from everywhere reside in the United States. Not only Chinese and a white and a black and Indian. That's a new fashion for them. And a black Spanish and a black, it's a new fashion for them. So if they want to fight somebody, they join together and say, you see some of your part, you miss some of your part. I'm making my video and another women making their video. Alright? This video, I sent the letter to the Washington DC. Alright? I came from the post office. Alright? That's my second time sending them to the Washington DC. So these women, I'm making my video, they're also making their video. Alright? They probably wanted them to see them and don't want them to do what. It's a serious matter. A lot of people have this same thing. Alright? And I'm sending this. They be coming here for long time discrimination at the job, discrimination in the society. Even if you have naturalization, they say enough to this. I have all my documentation complete. They will say don't have a passport journey for. You only have a nationality. You not to promise I say I'm not born in here. They're not talking about. They say if you have a nationality, the other African who not born here just like me, and the other people not born here, even Donald Trump's wife is not born here, have nationality. Alright? Come for Russia. Then some full of people. Some full of people. They went to find the Russia, go and find Putin. And they're from Russia. And said, Lala Jalo is a president, but Lala Jalo is in my land, in Africa. And talking about that Asimo is the president and the first lady. If you want to come do that in whatever she thinks she's Indian, so you come back to your Indian land, move away in African land if you think you're black Indian. Maramba talking about she's a black Arab. Bingini says she's a black Arab. When they first came in the Amazon and in the UPS in 2003. I'm African. Black African, skin light. I'm not a nigger. When they say they're black, I'm saying I'm black. They say they're black, they're not a nigger. I say I'm not a nigger myself. They say you're a nigger, they're black Indian, they're black Arab. I say I'm African, light skin, I'm not a nigger. I have long nose than them. My nose is longer than them, and my face is not a ugly. And I don't have no big cheeks, and I don't have no big nose. They're a nigger, and other people nigger they have, and I'm people, but I'm not a nigger. And I'm him, and I'm not a nigger. They're the one who comes to teach people how to slave here. Okay? I am not black, I'm not a slave. Let me say when you say somebody is Mexican, you go to the jail, collect people to the jail. Alright? Because I'm going to start from them. You can't generalize that kind of thing. They have a black Chinese and they have a light Chinese. When you say that, then they will protect the phone company, the internet company. They will go to the supermarket and everywhere and say that you don't shop in the supermarket, you don't do this, and you don't go to school, you don't go travel in the air flight. I said the flight is not invited by the Chinese. They get the knowledge from the old people. All the genius. You know somebody knows a genius. Moga minta ko junior utate. Dunu ya sabon be fara ni ngani dunu ya ko bongo. Munu kera sabai we namarake munna nu namarake munna. E gol de asrafa nu an bara asrafa yo munu ka donu me ka bara ke no gol ta ka. I will repeat that part in English. All the juniors and all the savants in the French juniors and savants. And And the student that they asking their knowledge from the class. All right? The scientific. And the people who work, they ask their knowledge, they put all this together and go work and invent the things. When they come, they will give the name to somebody that they think they're so adorable. Then they will say, they will go find the family member and play with people. Don't play with me. I went to school. I went to school. Don't have more knowledge than me. I went to school. Went to school. Don't have no knowledge than me. I went to school. Mariamba went to school, but she stopped in a 10th grade. She did not get married. She discontinued and go get a singing, but she was not succeed. But she was still singing. Didn't even show on TV. Beginning the same thing. But they want to call them when I say I want to go get the first lady, and they want to be the first lady. But they're singing and making million, and I'm not singing to make a million. They're singing to make a million. I'm not singing and making million. If I say I'm talking about my present power in Africa, where I was born because I studied, I have my diplomacy. So why you go call them to come introduce themselves as a first lady? They call themselves a star artist, and I call them the future president. Since in 2011. So do not compare them to me. Stop, okay? Singing is another career in the world. True. All right? And the presidential is another career in the world. That's what I'm doing. I'm not a singer. All right? I'm not good. I tell them, if they want to be the president, I don't have nothing to do with them. I do my turn, whatever they want to do. But the children who never become this career, last time I first tell them